Welcome back to another Amnesia custom story. For today, I have Baxter's Memoirs, chapter episode 1, Black Mirror, made by Sabatu. Before I start, Sabatu, please, I beg you, put the title of your custom story in the main menu. I mean, everyone else with full conversions do it. You Turner's Lake did it. Knights of Analand had the title in the main menu. Destiny Rebellion and Revenant. So yeah, Sabatu, please put your titles of the custom stories in the main menu, so I don't have to look it up what its name is, because your folders usually do not portray the name of the custom story as well. But yeah, without further ado, let's start. Also, it was quite dark. The main screen was really dark originally, so I had to put the gamma on 2, and I had to increase the gamma on the recording as well.
Dear Mr. Baxter, I'm writing this letter to ask you for help, as I know your reputation in the field of mysticism precedes you.
Mysticism?
You see, I have been
Mysticism.
plagued by nightmares all my life, and I would like to finally know the answer to my questions, as I feel my life is coming to an end. In my dreams, I always walk through the country yard, which is decorated
Excuse
with
me?
a beautiful but
Country
terrifying
yard?
fountain with a
It says
giant's
courtyard,
face.
not country
I enter
yard.
a castle where a dark spirit begins to hunt me. In the distance, I hear the voice of a woman whose voice I don't recognize. But at the same time,
Country.
I'm sure I must have heard it at some point. She screams at me to flee this place of horror. I'm not quite sure if you can find out which castle it is, but I would be extremely grateful if you could discover the truth about my dreams that have plagued me for the last 45 years. Please, Mr. Samuel, help a poor woman at the end of her life to discover the truth about her dreams and her past, for I'm sure that this castle exists, and I suspect that it is somehow connected to me. With thanks, Eleanor Smith.
Now we go with the train, huh? Mr. Baxter. Mr. Anderson.
It's like I can still see the mysterious woman in front of my eyes. In appearance, she was of poor circumstances, but in demeanor, she gave the impression of noble birth. And those beautiful eyes, one green and the other blue. I remember the book about famous families in the United Kingdom.
Heterochromic, huh?
The Aldrich
What's it called?
family had the same genetic defect. The castle they occupied is the only one that had the fountain from Eleanor's dream in the courtyard. Eldridge Hall.
Okay, at least he said
Castle was
courtyard.
abandoned in 1745. The circumstances
Country
of
yard,
abandonment were
really
highly
common.
mysterious. I have the note from the family book, but not the oil from the lantern. It's almost empty.
The Eldridge family was not only rich, but also had a genetic defect that caused each eye to be different color. Yeah, so heterochromatic, something like that. Especially green and blue. The family almost died out in 1735, when the last few survivors fled out of fear. From what? I guess that we were gonna find out. They left behind the castle and all their possessions. To this day, no one knows about them or what happened at Eldridge Hall. I intend to uncover the whole truth about Eldridge Hall. How original, Sabatu mod about a castle. Ooh, nice. Surprise, surprise, it's about a castle. Oh, what the hell? Why is it doing that when I click? That's weird. When I interact with this thing, a white screen appears. I don't know if Sabatu intended to do that. Strange. Jesus, country. I mean, I've been doing voice acting recently as well, but at least, you know, check. Oh, nice one. At least re-listen to your recording. Listen if you have pronounced everything correctly as the script says. You know, at least do that. Else you get such things and it says country yard and it's actually courtyard. I'm like, what? Excuse me? Large oil portion. Lockdown. It's done. My task, which was assigned to James Eldridge, was to lock and seal the underground parts of the castle and dungeons, including the main gate to the entrance hall. So many deaths in the last few weeks, but too many for my masters, and so they decided to leave Eldridge to 4 servants who had been hiding in fear in a room in the basement. Unable to hear the warnings of the madman, who used explosives to seal off the corridors. These are my last words before leaving, for I refuse to remain in this cursed place of horror. Oh boy. Like, sure, I mean, if I do my voice acting lines, I make mistakes as well. It's human, but when you hear or notice a mistake, just redo it until it's at least you. I mean, I'm not saying you have to have like a this carpet though. I don't say you have to have a perfect British accent. I find it also rather ridiculous when people are like, oh. And you know, in the reviews are like, oh, the voice actors had not a perfect British accent, so voice acting was not so good. I mean, in real life, I said it so many times. In real life, in a country, different people have different accents, and I like to have different people with different accents in my custom story voice acting as well. So it's not about the accents; it's just about, you know. Re-listen to what you have voice acted and just look at the script and listen to what you said. Is it good? Is everything pronounced well? Is there no mistakes, no hiccups, you know? That's what I do at least. Enough preaching. I mean, I also make mistakes in my voice acting lines, but, you know, I just listen to them and then redo them if I hear mistakes until it's perfect in pronunciation and, you know, no stuttering or anything like that, unless it's intended, you know. Let's come on, country yard. It definitely said courtyard. I mean, I have no clue what's it doing. Okay, I clicked so I can see at least it's loading. Where's my loading screen? There we are. Okay. The main gate of Eldridge Hall was closed and I was forced to find another way. I'm sure I can find the entrance to the main hall through this cellar. There my steps must be directed, for here I can begin to investigate the cause of the Eldridge family's abandonment of the castle. And I do think voice acting could be done by everybody, you know. You get better the more you do it. I noticed that also with myself. The more I did it, the more better I became. I mean, I'm a fucking amateur, of course, but... Yes, that one is locked. So, apparently, tinderboxes. In the beginning, you know, full conversions always have this, like, startup things with where you choose your gem and all this stuff. It said that having no oil in certain situations can be lethal or deadly. And it's apparently scarce, so Explosives. I was introduced to seal the part of the dungeon with a shattering device invented by Count William Eldridge. The mission was to have the important passages leading to the dungeons and the main hall sealed. According to the Duke, James Eldridge is to protect the castle, but I know this is a lie, as I am not blind and I know there is something going on. So I am 100% sure it is not to lock the castle, but to lock whatever is lurking in these halls and prevent the escape of this being or beings. Anyway, the chemical substances are kept in the back storage room for security. For security reasons, of course. A lot of them. Alright, let me see. Oh! Wow! Hey, that's an interesting one, Sabatu. Oh yeah, also a note, if you can hear it. It's the sizzling of the oil lamp. It's, I think, a custom sound made by Sabatu. Main hall is blocked off. Yeah, we must find a way to remove it. Alright, so I'm looking for me chemicals. Wherever they might be. Also, a good thing that Sabatu doesn't have any like hidden notes or Easter eggs anymore. Is that one? No. Alchemical substance. Oh, it's just one other substance I was looking for now. Let's see. Nice particle system here, I guess. Yeah. Something I still have to work on in my custom stories. I barely use particle systems or sounds in the game. I don't know why. Yeah, I hate it. I hate level editing. It really. Someone or something stole my chemicals and my lantern. I have to follow the blood trail. Though it's hard to do in the dark. I mean, a ghost nicked it. Okay, is it going through here? Yeah, here it is. Yo, not cool, man. Give me back my lantern. Oil. Wait, did they go here? That would have made guidance sense, I guess. No, or maybe not. Oh, I think it goes here. No, it doesn't. That one was locked. Naughty, naughty. How dare you do that to me? I knew something was going to happen like that. Because I knew there was a collide callback area there with the door, so I think maybe it will repeat itself. And I was correct. Wow! You just blew yourself up. Oh, well, you should have died from that explosion. If it was strong enough to dig this hole, you should have definitely died of that. Into nothingness. What happened to the loading screen, Sabatu? It's not there, it doesn't exist. Also, the bat file for the Steam version somehow doesn't work. It says that underscore treasure cannot be loaded. Config or init cannot be loaded. So I have to do the non-Steam version, even if I have my Steam on. I don't know why. Well, it still works with the non-Steam version bat file. A badly survived the explosion, but luck is on my side. The blast revealed an ancient corridor flooded with foul-smelling water. But from the look of it, it's obvious the passages date back to the castle's founding. Hopefully they'll lead me to my main hall. Yeah, welcome back to Bavaria Saga episode 6. When Sabatu hear this, he's gonna get triggered. I find it funny how the abbreviation... Yeah. Sabatu's gonna... I find it funny how the abbreviation of Bavaria Saga is BS. Bullshit. Okay. The Bloody Scroll. My poor master Leoric Eldritch is dead, and I have been able to grant his wish. But I do not have the strength enough to escape from this place of horror. The two thralls are always on my heels, and I have ended up in this godforsaken place. If anyone finds these last lines of mine, know that I, Horace Jameson, faithful friend and servant of Leoric Eldritch, who granted his last wish and brought closure. Farewell, Horace Jameson. Hey, don't throw those bones at me. Oi. You know what? I should set it down. Oh yeah. If you also noticed it already by now, certain events increase your heartbeat. Although I don't think it's like Obsidio where when your heartbeat is high, you get hunted, but I do like the touch of the heartbeat. Okay, I cannot... No, I can't. Something. I don't know. Something I can throw. Yeah, that's what I wanted to say. Of course, brick. Brick I can throw. Maar ik brick hier net. Interesting sound. Oh wait, I fucking have a key. Yeah. Oh! No. What this is? Jump! Ah, there are the ghouls.